Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching The Clone Wars Season 1, Episode 1, Ambush. I am so excited to get into this show now. The movie was a really good starting point to kind of get myself back in the mindset of this period of the Star Wars universe, and I am ready. I'm pretty sure that I saw this episode, I think, technically takes place before the movie because the timelines muddle around a bit within the Clone Wars TV show. But given that Star Wars itself, you watched 4, 5, 6, then 1, 2, 3. So like it in itself, continuity is all over the place in terms of watching things and being like, who knows what's coming next? I'll know what's coming next in the grand scheme of things, but I won't know what's coming next in the short term in each episode, obviously how the episodes go. And I'm just interested to see how this show, what this show is in the sense of, is it one, obviously there's the continuous story of the Clone Wars, but is it just kind of one like continuous battle over the course of like 10 episodes or something? Because, you know, like with the movie, that was kind of, I could have seen that storyline taking place over a series of episodes. Or is it going to be kind of more self-contained when the episodes are really short? So I'm just excited to explore this show, and I've seen people, so many people saying so many good things about it when I was watching The Mandalorian, saying, oh my god, you have to watch The Clone Wars, and yes, it came second on my poll. I'm watching it, I'm very excited. These reactions will be coming out every Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So today is a Monday, and then the next one will be on Saturday for at least season 1, and then I will either continue with that. I'm probably going to at least do season 1 then season 2 back to back. I might take a break in the middle at some point of the show, but I will be finishing the Clone Wars because I'm sure I'm going to love it, and I will just might revise what days think they're on, depending on other stuff that's on. But yeah, I'm so excited. A reminder, as always, that if you would like to watch the unedited version of this reaction, it's up on my Patreon, and you get the unedited version 2 weeks early. Then a week later, for slightly lower tiers, on top tier, you can get the edited version 1 week early, and then it hits YouTube. If you would like to check those out, you can, especially as there are 3 a week, so there are already many unedited episodes and a few edited ones as well up on Patreon if you'd like to check that out. And Patreon is also where you can vote on new shows, the polls that I put up when I finish a series. So yeah, I am ready for this. Let's go. It's just like the intro. I think it should be the scrolling words. Ah, so this is a mission with Yoda at the moment. I know I said it during the movie, but I just love the concept of really just exploring this conflict in details.
Greetings, King Katuko.
Uh-oh. Oh gosh. I mean, I know Yoda survives, but otherwise... Oh my god, please say these droids are going to be a regular part of the show, and as funny as they were in the film. Uh-oh.
A single Jedi equals 100 battle droids.
What a terrible shot. Well, it's my programming.
I love them so much. I'm sad they're evil.
But entering another trap, we are.
A trap within a trap within a trap.
If Yoda is indeed the Jedi warrior you believe he is, let him prove it.
He will.
To send my...
Amazing, the universe.
It is.
I'm deploying my forces, Master.
A fair fight.
Hold it. Hold it. I said hold it. Wait.
I really enjoy the battle droids.
I mean it. Stop it in there. You or not. Watch this.
I really enjoy them.
Next time, listen to orders.
Smaller in number, are we? But larger in mind.
Very true.
Advance.
I'm surprised that the assassin lady isn't herself going.
Ambush them, we will.
Now we're ambushing. Ha. Oh no! What was that? What do you think it was?
That's the Jedi. He is a little one. Blast him.
You think they'd have programmed them a little bit better?
Don't move.
Friendly fire! Friendly fire! Yoda!
What's going on? I'm having a serious malfunction.
You've killed off! I'm sorry. I really enjoy the droids.
Trouble? I know nothing of this trouble. Look forward to our meeting.
Oh, gosh. See, that is the thing with, like, the droids. It's just the sheer numbers will overwhelm you, even if you're more skilled. I guess the same is true with clones, but
Deceive you, eyes can. In the Force, very different each one of you are.
oh well, yeah, because
Always focused on the enemy, are you?
they're clones, but their personalities are separate, and I like that.
And those beside you. But the Force resides in all life forms. Use it you can to quiet your mind.
You're interrupting a very nice moment.
Have you three I do? Outnumbered, are they?
It's the Jedi. Block his escape.
You know, I think he's trying to escape right now.
He's gone under the tank.
Sorry, I'm just enjoying the droids too much. I'm sorry, I just enjoy them too much.
The Jedi has overrun our position again.
I think perhaps all those stories about the Jedi
Are true.
I think I know how to deal with them.
A one shot. Yep. Come on.
Learn something today, have you, Lieutenant?
I think we all did, General.
It's not worth 100 battle droids. More like
1,000.
and I will be joining the Republic.
You're probably gonna get murdered now.
Consider, wise king.
His assassin lady's with you.
Regret it. You're fruitful with your successor.
Mm-hmm.
Kill him.
This was obviously gonna happen. Hopefully Yoda's arrived. Yee, there he is.
I am very pleased to meet you at last.
Share the feeling I do, King Katunko.
This is not the time for a conversation, my darling. She always runs away. And then she's the one who was like to Obi-Wan, like, you can't run. Because she's the one that runs. And now they arrive. Could have used, they arrive at every episode or every movie when it's far too late. See, like with proper people, like Yoda just arrived on like a little transport ship to have a meeting. He wasn't in his battle army. I enjoyed that. That was a really good first episode. I'm still intrigued about what the nature of the show as a whole is going to be, because obviously this was very much a self-contained story again. I could see it being a mixture of those. There'll probably be somewhere there's two-parters, but I enjoyed it. And I kind of was assuming from the movie and just from the promo pictures and things that every episode was going to be about Anakin and Ahsoka and kind of other things. But I like that this one was just about Yoda, and that we know that Anakin and Obi-Wan were off somewhere. If this one did take place before the movie, which I think it did, then I assume they were off conquering, or saving that planet that they were on at the beginning of the movie. And I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed getting to really see Yoda just Yoda-ing it up. Because in the movies, obviously in the prequel trilogy, he's Yoda. He's not, but he's very much at that point on the council, respected, an elder master. Like, he kind of doesn't run around leading the battles all of the time. Obviously he does his fair share of stuff, I'm not saying like that. And then in the sequels, he's very old, he trains Luke for a bit, and then he just dies. My time has come, and dies. So I like kind of just seeing him being the centre of everything, being the one living up to his reputation, seeing how powerful he was, him imparting his Yodaisms, his wisdom to these three clones who to him will seem like children, and he's able to train, like to teach them and to show them, and continuing the concept that even though they're clones, they are individuals, and I love that as well. And that Yoda respects them as that. They aren't just mindless battle droids, which, well, drones, even the mindless battle droids are very funny. I just enjoyed seeing Yoda at his best. And it's one of the most fascinating sort of concepts in Star Wars is good and evil. And it's the fact that, yes, this Yoda and the Jedi are on the side of good here, but there's so much more going on that they don't know about with Palpatine and everything. And that the Republic they're fighting for is already dead. They just don't know it yet, which is what's so sad, and that the Jedi are going to fall in a few years. And they're at the height of their power, and they were not able to they kind of got complacent in being the most powerful and wonderful. But I think it's good to see that Yoda still has his skills, and that Count Dooku and Ventura, is that her name? They still underestimate them, very much so. She should have been there fighting with them. Maybe then, because, you know, kind of Jedi to Jedi. I know she's not a Jedi, sorry, like lightsabing wielding Force user to Jedi would have been a bit more of a fight, although it's Yoda, so she would have lost. It might have made it slightly more difficult, but of course, she just sent in her mindless battle droid endlessly, and it was very fun to watch how Yoda fought and how the clones fought. And then the minute the king was like, I'm gonna pick Yoda, I think if I was him, I would have been like, I'm thinking I will make up my mind when Yoda arrives, rather than like not going with you, because obviously Dooku was gonna be like, kill him. So I'm glad that Yoda was able to save the Elephant King, and that there was a happy ending to that story. Ultimately, I guess actually the Clone Wars don't sort of, did the Clone Wars end? I mean, I know we captured Dooku, we get rid of Count Dooku, I think, but Palpatine and everything. I literally watched these films the other day. I paid attention. I'm sorry my brain is like this at the moment. But I think we kind of know that ultimately they do well in the Clone Wars, but then it doesn't really matter in the end. So it was just interesting to kind of have this one focus on this one planet and this one place. And I guess because the episodes are so short, we are likely going to see somewhat self-contained stories. Though I imagine there will be some that will be like there's a battle and then it's the beginning and then the middle and then the end, kind of things will continue over the course of a few. But this was a very good self-contained story to remind us of Yoda and just enjoy time with Yoda. So I really enjoyed this, and I am excited to watch the rest of the Clone Wars, even more so from another episode that was really good. And yes, a reminder that if you'd like to watch the unedited version of this reaction and all my reactions, they're up on my Patreon. You get those 2 weeks early. And if you'd like the edited version 1 week early and to vote on polls and things, that's also on my Patreon. And yeah, thank you so much for watching.